Warning, these 6-pocket ideas are ridiculously addicting. You're going to want to make one for every single journal that you make. I'm Ingrid Carlson, and can I just tell you how happy I am that you're here with me today? I hope that this video inspires you, that it gives you a boost, but most of all, that it leaves you with a sense that you know that you are loved and you matter. This first pocket is probably the easiest one to make and maybe one of my favorites because everything that you cut up, you actually end up using. And so the top portion that gets cut off actually gets layered on the bottom part for extra tuck spots, extra little pockets. And I love that because sometimes I can get a little overwhelmed. Are you in the same boat as me with the amount of scraps that I have on my desk? And I love the pattern paper, so I don't want to waste even a little bit of them. So this is a great use for your papers that you don't know what to do with. Make some pockets, have them made ahead, and then add them to your journals. This pocket is when you want to add something that is extremely pretty to your journal. This one is just so classy and beautiful, and it looks so much more complicated than it actually is. It's just some tucks, and it looks like you had to have a math degree to make this, and it's super simple. I encourage you that if there is no other pocket that you tried today that you try this one, you're absolutely going to love it. And I'm curious to see if you do try it, if you would stop at making just one. Now, as a little tip, I would say to print double-sided like I have here so that every time you fold it over, it has another color. I think that just adds to the texture and the beauty of this project. I think that this is a pocket that you would find in a boutique. These next two envelopes might look a little more difficult just because I am using a scoring tool, but I want to encourage you here that if you don't have a scoring tool, just fold it over. It's going to work perfectly. You really do not need to do this, but I wanted to show it as an option. I also want to take a moment and talk a little bit about pockets and why you would want to have pockets in your journals. Well, we already can say that pockets are a place for you to tuck your photos, letters, prayers, maybe even a secret that you want to keep. And if you are someone that maybe doesn't journal, like handwriting journal in your journals, and you want to develop that practice, this is a great solution for you because you can make these pockets, have them in your journals, and then when you're ready to journal something, then you can tuck your handwritten notes inside of your pockets. What I love about this is that this act turns your journal into something that you return to. It's not just a journal that you stick up on a shelf and you forget about and it gathers dust. You can pull it out, you can reminisce, you can see the season that you were in and what you were going through, what you were feeling, what you were wearing. It can be something as simple as writing down the cost of materials that we think we're going to remember, but we don't. And so these journals help us to memorialize our lives and to be able to reminisce on them and look back and enjoy the times that we've had, both the good and the bad. Our fifth pocket is going to be as simple as a fold, 2 cuts, and gluing the sides down. This is a perfect project to make if you don't have a ton of time. You can make these in a minute maybe, and you can have them stacked up. Maybe you have a little box that you can keep them in, and when you do have more time to create, you can pull one of these pockets out and decorate it. And make sure that you stay tuned to the whole video because at the end I am going to do that with you. I'd love to know if you have a favorite so far. And I have to tell you that this last pocket is my favorite. I don't know if it's because it has a hinge that connects it, or maybe that you can decorate on both sides, maybe that the top is kind of more concealed so you can't really see what's inside of it. I don't know, but I absolutely love making these. And if you've never tried this one, it's really just as easy as the other ones were. And I really hope that you give this one a try. I know I had said that you tried the folded one, but I think this one, if maybe it's the second one you try, or maybe instead of that one, I think you're going to really love it if you haven't made one before. And with I think all of the other ones, including this one, you can even alter it so that you can glue it down on three sides and you have another pocket inside or behind those pockets. These look so pretty just sitting here, but it's when we add our little personal touches that they become part of our story, that they become part of who we are. And that is my favorite part. Sometimes when we're journaling, it's not just about where the pocket goes or what even you're going to tuck inside. It's about making space for what's unfolding. Psalms 35 says, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." I love that reminder that even the messy parts have a purpose. These pages hold both the hard things and the hopeful ones. And I wanted to remind you today that you are allowed to begin again. You're not behind, you are becoming, you are blossoming, and you're making room for joy, even in the little spots, even in the messy spots. I want to take a second to just tell you how much I truly appreciate each and every one of you for watching the videos, for really just coming along this journey with me. It would not be the same without you. And I know that I cannot fully put into words what it means to me. And I am in shock every time I open up my YouTube and I see your comments and your likes, that you would want to be a part of this with me. I am overwhelmed with joy and love, and I have you to thank for it. And I thank you. And this part definitely is my favorite. It's the one that's closest to my heart. I feel like when we embellish on top of these already beautiful pockets, it's kind of like dressing them. It doesn't have to be very complicated. You can just add a die cut or maybe a sentiment. It's just a little piece of your personality on the cover of this pocket. You are the only you there is. You were perfectly and wonderfully made, and your story deserves to be told in the beautiful, happy times and the messy, sad times. Sometimes, especially in those messy times, because there's something that is so comforting in knowing that no feeling is going to last forever. Even if it feels like it's going to, even if it feels uncertain, there's still a quiet promise that the light is coming. Those are 6 little pockets with a lot of heart and a lot of potential, just like you. I hope that one of these finds a home in your collection and that this video inspires you to create something today, even if you only have 5 minutes. I want to thank you again for being here as you finish watching my little design process. Until next time, love you. Bye.